This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back. Happy Friday. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad on April 25th. Let's jump right into today's session. I'm going to cover today as well as the week. I think Dandelion Fields is what comes to mind when I think about this bounce or rally, however you want to categorize it. It was, if I had to summarize, a on par volume day, below average volume day. And the reason why the word daffodils or that flower comes to mind is there was like some tweet or news that Trump would not extend the tariff pause after the 90-day current pause. But as soon as that news hit, we sold off, but it recovered very quickly. And if you have ever, as a kid, handled a dandelion, it's very delicate. You blow on it and all the flowers whisk away in the breeze, as it was designed, right, to spread, to procreate and spread its seeds. But that's where I'm getting the title from today. Another bit of news that will impact all of us, whether you have an FHA mortgage or not. I saw in the news that initially the loss mitigation program that was supposed to end in 2026 is being moved up to September of 2025. Now, how this program works is you claim hardship, whether it's legit or not, and you don't have to pay the interest portion of your mortgage, which is typically the majority of it in the beginning of a mortgage loan. So hypothetically, if you have a new home in the past 3 years, your mortgage payment should be $3,000, let's say. $2,600 of it is interest. So by claiming hardship, you're able, since the COVID time, by claiming hardship, you forego the interest payment for now, and you just pay the principal of that $400. And it's harder to foreclose on those hardship cases. That program is ending end of September, so I suspect there will be more listings this summer to get ahead of it. Or if they're staying in the home and have to pay the full amount, less discretionary spending is going to happen for, I think the number's over 500,000 people on that FHA hardship program. One other piece of content I want to share on this Friday, so you can kind of break it up into sections over the weekend, is a very long but well done interview of Master Shiheng Yi. I've shared many of his previous content posts in relation to life and trading. It's over 2 hours, so I'll include that video in the show notes as well. Without further delay, let's get into today's markets. So we had 142 new highs on the NYSE versus 72 new lows, 55% advancing versus 41% declining, 68% below the 50-day and 72% below the 200-day moving average. All indices closed green. The Nasdaq closed up the most. The Dow was up 20 points, nothing burger. The S&P closed up 40 points, or 0.75%. And the Nasdaq closed up 216 points, or 1.26%, near the highs of the day. So that's all positive. The mega caps were mixed. The Mag 7 were all green, though. So Tesla was up the most, over 9%, on news that California was going to relax their autonomous vehicle laws to make it more friendlier for autonomous vehicles. So obviously that's going to help companies like Waymo, Google, Tesla, GM, Ford, etc. But Tesla probably has the most to gain from that. So they were up a lot on that news. Microsoft was up 1.1%, Nvidia 4.2%, Apple 0.3%, Amazon 1.3%, Google 1.4%, and Meta 2.65%. For the day, consumer cyclicals led to the upside, 1.5%. Technology was second place, 1.3%. And communication services, which include names like Meta and Google, up 0.59%. Leading to the downside today was basic materials, down 1%, consumer defensive, down 0.39%. For the 1 week ended, technology ripped higher, bouncing 7.6%. Consumer cyclical for the week was up 7%. Communication services up 5.5%. Profitable companies in the NASDAQ making new highs today. There were only 4. But all in all, bullish week, mediocre day. But hey, it is still positive for the week. What was strong in the S&P? Charter Communications up 10.3%. Tesla, I noted, up 9-point-something%, more than 9. VeriSign 8.2. Digital Realty Trust 4.3. Chipotle Mexican Grill 4.3. Palantir 4.2. Caesars Entertainment 4.1. Nvidia 3.6. Merck 3.7. In the NASDAQ, deduped. Let's see. You had MicroStrategy up 4.28. And AppLovin up 3.2. What was weak in the S&P? Erie Indemnity down 11.8. T-Mobile down 11.7. Aon 7.9. Old Dominion Freight 7.9. Intel 6.9. Centene 6.6. In the NASDAQ 100, you had Old Dominion, that's dupes. Gilead Sciences was down 2.7, and Intel down 7%. Switching over to macro.
We can't forget that this is just a small taste of the in-depth analysis that Not Your Advisor provides. They don't just throw numbers at you, they connect the dots, find those hidden trends, and help you understand what's driving the markets.
If you want the full picture, you got to check out the full Not Your Advisor episode.
Don't forget to subscribe to notyouradvisor.com.
And all their premium content. I mean, it's like having a direct line to what's really going on in the market.
It is. It really is. They cut through all the BS and give you the kind of info that you just won't find anywhere else.
Think about this. Investing is all about making decisions that work for you and your goals. You're the one in control.
Not Your Advisor can give you the map, but you choose where you want to go.
And with that empowering thought, we'll sign off. Happy investing.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.